Good morning, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Coffee Break with Car, Laura del Cafecito's sister show. My name is Lourdes Quinones, and I would like to welcome you to the show. Come on in. Sign in and over here in the comment section and let us know if you're drinking a cup of coffee with us. We'd love to say hello to you. Coffee Break with Card is a program dedicated to all those in our community who are living with autism, to their family members, and all those who support them. So come on in, join us. In today's show, we have the pleasure of having with us Paola Galarza, a Child Fatality Prevention Specialist, who's come to join us to tell us all about safe sleep. And she is going to also tell us about all the services provided by the Healthy Start Coalition. So come on in and, like I said, sign in there and join us because we have a lot to talk about. But let's start out as usually by introducing to you your Coffee Break with Card hostesses for today. As I mentioned, my name is Lourdes Quinones, and I am a card consultant assigned to the primary age group. And professionally, I am a pediatric physical therapist as well as a special education teacher. I am joined by my colleague, Olivia McDonald. Buenos dias, Olivia.
Buenos dias, Lourdes. Good morning, everyone.
And Jasmine Castellano just left. She was with us in the earlier show, the Spanish version of this show, La Hora del Cafecito, but she had to leave because she has a training. So we say hello to her. And she'll join us again and the next time that we come on the show. Okay. Again, let me tell you a little bit about Olivia McDonald, who is an excellent professional in the field of public health. She is a card consultant assigned to the primary age group, just like me. And Olivia is a mother of two and has a younger brother with autism. Welcome, Olivia.
Thank you, Lourdes.
And we have with us, obviously, Paola Galarza, whom we're going to be telling you a little bit more about in just a second. So, buenos dias, Paola. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
But before we get started, let's review the rules by which we want to adhere during the show. Remember, we want to keep an open mind, use positive attitude, and respectful language. Before starting, Olivia, can we say hello to our audience?
Yes. Oh, this is a special one. So first of all, good morning to our number one fan, Philomena. It's my mom.
Good morning.
And it's her birthday. And it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, happy birthday, Philomena. How many? 25?
Yes.
Yes, again.
She likes to say that she's turning 35 again. She likes being 35.
35, okay.
And good morning to Chris, to our former constituency board president, Dr. Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Dr. Mark. How are you?
And to Misty, thank you for joining us on the English version as well. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Misty. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. How exciting. All right. So to all of you who come in later, we want to say hello. And if those of you who watch us after we get off the air, thank you for being here. We appreciate you every time you jump in, whether it's when we are on the air or after we get off the air. So thank you for being here. So, and to our special guest, Paola, thank you for being here. Let's get started by asking you to please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Lourdes, and thank you so much for having me today. My name is Paola Galarza. I'm from Colombia when I earned a bachelor degree in law and physical education with a major on elementary education. And over there, I worked as a teacher for 10 years, teaching students from BPK through high school. When I moved to the United States, I started working with the Sprint of Tampa Bay as a case manager, and I did it for 5 years. And I've been working with the Healthy Start Coalition for the past 7 years, where I work as an infant resource specialist at the WIC offices, where I provide safe baby education and I help families connected with community resources, education, and care coordination services. In my current role as a child fatality prevention specialist, I go into the community and provide the safe baby training to caregivers. That training focuses on preventable causes of infant death. And we also connect families with services that support healthy pregnancies and early childhood development. The Healthy Start Coalition mission is to improve pregnancy outcomes and support the healthy development for babies. So we do this through providing education to moms, care coordination, and helping families to connect with important services in the community like prenatal care, parenting support, and early childhood services. Through different programs, these programs are funded by the Children's Board. We have the Healthy Steps program. We have the Safe Baby Plus program, the Women and Infant Resources Specialist. These programs also support families and children with autism or any developmental concern. So we help them to access development screenings and connect families with the community-based services when they need it. We work closely with partners like USF TGH Pediatrics, WIC, Early Steps, Early Learning Coalition, all the programs funded by the Children's Board, because the main goal is to make sure the families are connected with the right support as early as possible.
That's so important. Thank you. And we always welcome. I'm always welcoming of a fellow public health nerd with the work that you're doing. So, speaking about the different programs, are there any programs specifically that would benefit our families who might suspect that their child is falling behind in terms of their development?
Yes, I mean, actually, all our programs, we want to support families by connecting the families with the appropriate resources. So for children who are receiving pediatric care through USF, we have the Healthy Steps program. So when families, they go to the pediatric appointments, there is a Healthy Steps specialist that meets the family, and along with the pediatric team, they complete the survey of well-being of young children. So this helps screen for developmental concerns and see if an early intervention is needed. And so families are connected with Early Steps or other private providers. So we want them to receive the resources that they need in a timely manner. So, and also through the Safe Baby program, moms complete the ASQ, starting around 2 months of age. So a child development specialist, she reviews this questionnaire and they call moms if there is any concerns. So the main goal is connecting the family with early intervention services and make the appropriate referrals to the community providers. We also use this process to educate parents on development milestones. So we want to use them to feel informed and supportive when the baby grows, and we provide them with all this guidance through the first year of life. We have a child development specialist at the WIC offices that also helps families to complete these ASQs. And when there is a concern, that specialist is going to link moms with all the resources as early as possible.
And this is so important, and it's so wonderful that that families are informed about this. And would you inform our audience if there's a cost involved for any of these services?
No, it's any costs. Our programs are not income-based. So any family that, for example, for the Early Steps program, any baby who's receiving pediatric care at USF TGH, they can just ask in their next pediatric appointment for the Healthy Steps specialist, and someone will be with them. At the WIC offices, if a child within 0 and 5 years old, they go to the WIC offices, there is a specialist there who can talk with them. Main focus is 0 to 1, but it doesn't mean that the family cannot talk with the specialist. So they will receive guidance if they need it too. Also, the family resource centers funded by the Children's Board, they also completed the ASQs and they're referred to the resources if they needed to.
Yeah, and so I asked that question because I want parents who are just getting started and who may be in financial stress at this time, but they have a suspicion, and I want them to know that these are services that, especially because they, if you're in Hillsborough County, a lot of the services are provided through the Children's Board. These are being paid already through the taxes, our home taxes. So this services, I want families to be able to access, because early intervention is so important. So I wanted to thank you for sharing that information. I wanted parents to feel that there is a solution. There is something that they can do if they suspect something, or they just want to clarify that everything development is going right. The screenings are so important. So thank you for sharing that information. Anyway, another question that I do have for you also is, does Healthy Start have any safety programs or areas of focus that our audience with autism can access and benefit from?
Yes, me as a child fatality prevention specialist, my main goal is educating caregivers on preventable causes of infant death and child injury. So in these trainings, we include safe sleep, distracted parenting, drowning prevention. So when we provide the safe sleep education, we encourage caregivers to place the babies on their backs to sleep, use a safe sleep surface, keep the sleep area free, of items like blankets, pillows, toys, avoid co-sleeping. So these steps reduce safe sleep-related deaths. We also talk about distracted parenting, especially during risk moments like feeding, bathing. We want parents to have a constant supervision when the children are near water, avoiding any distraction like looking at the phones, because the technology the use of technology might increase the risk of accidents. So we encourage caregivers to stay fully present in these moments when the babies are near to the water. We focus on drowning prevention. We remind families that drowning can occur in really quickly, and it's a silent death. So we want to just make sure to make parents aware that drownings might occur in just a small amount of water. So close supervision is essential anytime as a child is near bathtubs, pools, buckets, or any standing water. So for families with children with autism or any developmental difference, so we also connect them with community resources, with community partners. We support the family about giving them all the tools that they can use with the babies, and we try to individualize development needs. So any family can talk with us during these trainings, and we provide the resources that they need.
Thank you. And I'm so glad that you guys do cover how minimal water it can be and that it's silent, because I think those are the two really big misconceptions that we sometimes hear from families about what they think drowning looks or would sound like. That's so important.
And the fact that we are in Florida and there's a body of water so close by, and that our children with autism are 60% more likely to drown.
160 times more at risk than their neurotypical. Yeah.
One of the things that the parents, they don't realize is after giving the baby a bath, just empty the bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, we're
Any,
busy, life is happening like so quick, so we tend to forget these things. And it's just really, we provide families with real life tools that they can apply in their lives to keep the baby safe. Same
Yeah.
with the safe sleep. We just provide essential tools, easy things to do just to prevent infant deaths. Is what we do when we go in the community and provide these trainings.
Yeah. And building those good safety habits. So I also wanted to ask you about this. So, research shows that new mothers with autism report feeling that there's not either enough support or information kind of pre and post pregnancy. Does Healthy Start have any programs that can support autistic mothers?
Healthy Start Coalition provides universal access and individualized family-centered support that can be incredibly helpful for any pregnant or new mom. So through care coordination and home visiting, so we offer education on pregnancy, infant cues, breastfeeding, stress management, counseling. So we also tailor how the information is shared based on each family needs. So including providing more structured step-by-step guidance or sensory-aware support when needed. So any mom with a case manager is going to receive that education depending on their needs. So we connect families to community services such as early intervention and developmental supports. Our goal is meet families where they are. So just to ensure that they feel support and through the pregnancy and early childhood.
That's amazing. Thank you.
yes, very much, because it's so needed, and families do need that support, and the more the merrier. The more services they can access, the better, especially because they're thinned out with especially when you have a child with so many needs. So thank you for being one of those providers. So is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
Yes, as I mentioned before, through the Safe Baby training, we provide education on the preventable causes of infant death. So we have an incoming training on June 12th. It's going to be at Mary Lee's house. Mary Lee's house is located at 2806 North Armenia Avenue. The zip code is 33607. And this training will be offered both in Spanish and English. And if anyone is interested in signing up for the training, they can just call me or text me directly to my cell phone. The number is 813-614-3333. And I will make sure they are enrolled in the class, and I will provide information for the person who's interested. And also, our mission is to support the health and well-being of pregnant women and babies by providing education, care coordination, and connection with community resources. So if any mom is interested in a home visitation program, that includes education and connecting the family with resources, they can also reach out to me. So they can call me or text me again to my phone number that is 813-614-1333. And I will be more than happy to connect the family with the services that they need.
Amazing. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you who are watching, if you have any questions or comments, let us know there in the comment section. Even if you're watching us after we get off the air, we always keep an eye out on the comment section so that we can answer you. And if we need to connect you with Paola or with Healthy Start, we'll be glad to make that connection, or anyone else. So let me see. Any comments? Do we have any comments? Olivia, any comments or someone to say hello to at this time?
No new people to say hello to it. I don't see any questions at the moment.
Perfect. Okay, so let me share the information that Paola just shared with us, so that you have access to the address and for the June 12th bilingual. Well, it's going to be two separate trainings, one in Spanish, one in English, and the address where it's going to be located, and also that you can have the Paola's direct phone number that you can access it, and also the information if there's a mom who may be interested, or a mom that may be interested in the visiting program that will include the education and help connecting with those resources. This is where you can get to contact again Paola directly so that you can access that information. So thank you so much. We're almost at the end of the program, but we didn't want to get off the air without reminding everyone. First of all, say thank you so much to Paola. Thank you, Paola, for bringing us this important information, for having that information. We did want to also ask you about the connection. We mentioned in the last show the connection with the upcoming vouchers from the Children's Board. Can you mention that for the swim lessons?
Yes, any family that is interested to enroll their kid in swimming, there is a program funded by the state. So families, they can go to the family resource centers funded by the Children's Board. And as for the swimming vouchers, the voucher gives access to the children to get swimming lessons at the YMCA's. So it's going to be group lessons, but they can go to the family resource centers in Hillsborough County and request these vouchers.
Excellent. So if you live in Hillsborough County, again, that's being paid through your home taxes. You can have that access to that, to make sure that your child with autism has access to that, to those services. So thank you so much for sharing that important information.
And Lord, let me clarify. It's only for Hillsborough County residents.
Exactly. So if you live in Hillsborough County, that's something that, again, you're already paying for. So that's why you have access to that, because you're paying through your taxes. So thank you so much again, Paola, for doing that and for coming on the show. We really appreciate you being here. And then I also wanted to remind everyone that we do come on the air the third Friday of the month. And the next time we're going to be on the air is going to be June 19th. And on June 19th, we're going to be talking about more support, higher support needs for those who have those higher needs, support needs. We do. So we want to make sure that you come and join us, some resources on that. So be sure to be here. And right now we're at the point in the show that we'd like to ask you to please go in there in that link that we're sharing with you on the comment section, and to, as always, ask you to please do us a favor and go ahead and give us your rating to let us know how we're doing. If this type of training is something that you would like for us to continue to bring on to you, it's the way that we can justify the time that it takes us to create this kind of programming, to be here on the air also with you. So please, even if you've done it before, we need one of these every time, like I said, to justify the time that it takes us to be here. So thank you so much for doing that. So again, we'll hope to see you again on June 19th, like I said. But that does bring us to the end of the show. So don't forget to please give us a like, to share this video on your page and with those that you know could benefit from this type of programming, and to make sure that you reserve the third Friday of every month to meet us here around 10:45-ish, so that we can share a cup of coffee with you, as well as spill the beans on important topics related to autism. But until then, thank you, Paola, for being here. And thank you to all of you for being here and joining us. And we want to wish you good vibes and hot coffee. We'll see you next time All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. God bless. Bye bye.